Hey everybody, my name is Paul Eastwood. I'm going to talk to you today really quickly about health and your wealth, because they are essentially the same thing. They work in the same way. So believe it or not, that if you're talking about how much money you've got or what kind of wealth you're after, and whether you're after a certain level of health, what we're always stuck with is what we want, what we've got is not good enough, and what we want in the future, we want something better. And we have to be different to be able to get that better result. So if you don't look like this and you want to, then obviously there are certain things you need to do today that can change you for 6 weeks, 6 months or 6 years time. Same with your finances. If you're not in a great position now, then there are things that you need to do, but what you need to do, just as with this goal, is you need to look 6 weeks, at least 6 weeks ahead. And most people don't do that. They just keep looking at today, and then if today isn't good, then they don't plan for any time out in the future, and then they let themselves down. So that sounds common sense, doesn't it? But we don't really think about it very much. We just tend to plow through every day, and don't really do anything. We don't really plan. And it's of no wonder then that only 1 to 2% of the population are millionaires, and that very few people are happy with their body shape. In fact, 60%, up to 60% of people are obese. So people aren't doing it right. So let's just have a look at what happens. So let's take these down for a second so that we can draw on here. So in fact, let's do that. Let's just put those there. So this is where you are, and this is your goal. Is let's put a few notes on there, or you want to be super fit. Okay, now because most people are looking at today and they don't see the money, they don't see the body shape that they want, they don't tend to do things that, or stick with things that they know in time will give them this result. Okay, so what happens instead? What they do is, let's make some space here, they tend to get lost, or they tend to get brought down by the day-by-day stuff. Because if you really are aiming out for this goal in the future, then you start out and you change your diet, or you start saving a bit of money, or and you make a little bit of progress. Now, if you're still not focused on this goal here, and you're thinking about, I'm not so fat now, or hey, I've got a little bit of money, what's going to happen is you're going to spend that money because you deserve it, or you're going to stop dieting or stop going to the gym because, hey, you're not so fat now, and you're just going to go backwards. Okay, what you should have done is bank that progress and carried on, because if you hadn't have slipped up there, then you probably would have got more excited about your body shape, more excited about that you feel good, your energy's good, and when you get over here and you've been doing this for a little while and you're getting used to success with your body shape, then it becomes easier to look at magazines where you see other people looking good, and when you see these other people that look good in these magazines, then you're like, yeah, I like reading about these people. I look a bit like them. I'm a bit nearer to what they look like. Now I don't resent them so much. I'm enjoying looking at these pictures. They're not like too far away. They're not some kind of mad crazy goal like $1 million. It's too far away. So what happens then is you don't tend to slip up. You get more motivated, and you start thinking about things like, you know what, I'm going to try yoga. I've been doing all this training, maybe a little bit tight, but I feel like a change. I'm going to do that. I'd like to know what yoga feels like. I'd like to know what playing a sport feels like. I'm going to join one of these clubs, and I'm going to know if I'm a good runner. And you start looking at all these types of goals, and instead of thinking I deserve a treat, or if you do have a treat, it tends to be kind of a small one because you're enjoying this journey, okay, rather than just enjoying the treat more. Because if you enjoy the treat more, then it means you can't handle this type of body shape or this type of lifestyle, and you have to reset back to somewhere here. And the same is true of finances. You could be slowly saving some money here, and then when you get to here, you start taking bigger risks, and either you lose money, or like something good that I just found out. If you buy a long-term call or put option on the stock market, let's say 2 years away, well then you can sell the same strike price. I know this is crazy. the same value call and cut, put and call in today. So they've got this put option that's worth a lot of money, that's got 2 years on it, and you can keep selling every month until this end date comes up, which I think is a great strategy. But if you're getting it wrong, you're investing in the wrong stocks, or you're taking risky leverage investments. Maybe you're trying to trade futures, or I don't know, you're giving people money who just can't afford to give you back. You're going to slip back, and what you need to do is to get used to making money, and get used to investing money, or investing it in businesses, or investing your time wisely, so that you keep making money, and that you get used to making money. And then when you're successful here, and you've been doing it for a while, you haven't rushed or tried to go crazy. Same with crazy diets, same with crazy exercises, or you get hurt or whatever. You're making steady progress. You get used to success, and just like here, you start reading books on David Trump, or the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, or you start going to seminars, or you start developing yourself because you're enjoying the journey. Okay, but you can only enjoy the journey when you start getting success, and you're concentrating on something that's quite far out. Okay, because otherwise you get lost by the day-to-day stuff, and you'll just tend to slip up. Okay. So hopefully that's helped a lot of people figure out what the mindset is for having a good body, and for having a lot more wealth and health in your lifestyle. Okay? Thanks very much.